Oh yeah, Caillou.
Caillou. Well, I
Caillou is
haven't seen
trash.
enough of Caillou, but it's definitely trash.
If you've seen any of it,
It's basically all the
it's
same. We're
it's
like
like
Caillou. I don't remember if Caillou learns anything
I
even.
can't remember either. It's like my grandmother used to watch it, and she said Caillou reminded me of me, and I was like, I
That's sad.
do I look like a
I would not. I would not want to be thought
spoiled
of
cancer
like
child?
Caillou.
He's
Caillou's
spoiled.
stupid. He's like, is he even spoiled? He just seems like a brat. That he
He's
doesn't.
just
He doesn't seem spoiled. He just seems like like a brat by nature. Frick IMDb's description of this show. An imaginative 4-year-old boy learns life lessons and
more like
discovers
a
new things with
cocaine
his friends
addicted.
and family. Not even cocaine addicted. More like a stupid brat. Like Caillou's such an idiot. Somebody went sicko mode on the IMDb parents guide for this. Frightening and intense scenes, severe. The whining, the whining, screeching voice and temper tantrum behavior of the title character may
My
irritate parents and give young children very poor influences,
PTSD.
along with the sheer and blatant awfulness of this excuse for a children's show.
Oh my god.
Wow.
So it's
Well, that's
basically
Caillou,
porn for
guys.
girls. In case y'all wanted us to review random dumb
Arthur's missing pal.
oh my gosh. Remember the
You want to
Arthur
talk about
episode?
Arthur?
You know what? Screw it. I was
I
always
mean,
terrified of the episode of Arthur
the
where there was a
locker.
haunted locker. I don't know why.
I think
The music
Prunella got the
was
locker or something.
it's like okay, let me just expose this episode real quick. Tell me
Mhm.
why there's an extra old locker when all the other lockers look different. Why is there one locker? Okay, I'm not even done. Why is there one locker in a corner? It looks like it's a corner that is like literally where like the stoners and like drug dealers hang out.
Mm.
Why is it like from like 1940? And tell me why she gets assigned a new locker and that's the one. Like, there's not some other locker that they can use. They're gonna use like the old like one that probably has like rust and stuff. Like
So,
my rant on Arthur.
what else about Arthur? I mean, if we're gonna talk about Arthur, we gotta talk about big things. Arthur's big hit, if you remember that episode.
Big hit. I
It's the one where he
might.
punches DW.
Uh,
This is
Arthur's big hit
apparently
on Spotify.
this has a very low rating. All the episodes in this, I'm looking on IMDb, by the way. All of these episodes on IMDb have like an 8 or above, and Arthur's Big Hit has a 6, and it's apparently very controversial again and amongst the fans.
Oh my
And
gosh.
okay, so what I hate about this episode is that DW gets off scot free. Like there's no like message in this episode. Here's the deal. Do you know what happens in Arthur's Big Hit? Here's what happens in Arthur's Big Hit.
Like
So the episode starts off, and Arthur's pretty happy. Arthur's making a model plane that looks pretty sick, and like he's painting it, and DW is like, "Can it fly?" And he's like, "No, DW, it can't." And then like I think like he goes to eat something downstairs, and it's a really funny shot because again, this scene where he punches DW is so dramatic because like it's all windy out. It's like the Arthur Fist
domestic
meme.
abuse, domestic violence
It's
on Arthur.
it's like the dead Arthur Fist meme. But anyway, so like but it's like it's windy outside and it's overcast. I'm gonna put a clip in, even though people have already seen it. I'm still gonna put a clip in.
Arthur, you made that plane all wrong. It doesn't fly at all. No, DW. I made it exactly right. What?
This
And
is like a
like
meme
but anyway,
art.
so Arthur is like he's in the living room, and then he's like he tells DW not to touch the plane, and he's in the living room and he's like running around, he's like and then he's so caught off guard, right? And then
Yeah.
DW, like an idiot, goes upstairs and touches the plane and then throws it
Oh my
out the
God.
window. And
Oh
then it
my
crashes. And then Arthur does that trademark. She's like, "You built it all wrong. It's not my fault that you built a plane that can't fly.
Oh my
I
God.
told you not to touch it." And then he
And he, like,
punches her.
socks her,
And then
knocks the light out of her.
DW starts crying. Arthur's like looking at his dead plane, and then like his his mom's like Arthur Timothy Reed, and he's like, middle name. And basically, Arthur gets in trouble for punching DW when it wasn't even that hard of a punch. Let's be honest. Arthur's like 8 years old. There's no way he actually punched her that hard. And like, and DW's like freaking out because she's an idiot and she's the most like unlikable character in the show. And then like word gets out that like Arthur punched DW, and so Binky hears, and then like, and for some reason, Binky's friends are like, you should punch Arthur. Which I don't even know why, but they're just like, you should punch Arthur. And then Binky's like, no, I don't want to punch Arthur. And then at the end of the episode, or near the end of it, they're at like the sugar bowl, like the little candy place that they go to, and like Arthur's like, you dropped your pen. And then Binky just punches him. And then he's like, ah! And then Arthur gets home, and then his parents are literally like, that's how DW felt when she got punched. And it's like, what? Like a bully punched Arthur. There's no concept. Like, what? Oh, my son got punched. Oh, that you learned your lesson. What? It makes no sense. What? It makes no sense. That's why that's like, I mean, I like the episode because, you know, Arthur punches DW. She got what she deserved. DW needed that punch. Oh my gosh, remember Crazy Bus?
No.
The song in Arthur, Crazy Bus, Crazy Bus. You don't remember that? You don't remember that? It was the song that DW liked, and she would play it around the house, and it was.
I feel like I remember that episode. I just don't remember.
Happy, loopy, silly something, and it's just so. It was so annoying.
DW, I'm trying to do my homework, and there's no such word as Bussa-Louie. If you don't stop, I'm gonna wreck that CD.
Remember the episode that focused around cussing?
Wait, what? Cussing?
Yeah, there was an episode called, I think it was called Bleep.
I thought that was in SpongeBob where they keep like doing the dog.
Oh, that is in SpongeBob. Classic episode of SpongeBob, Sailor Mouth. One of a great episode in season 2. It focused around cussing. Where like, yeah, like they didn't say it, but like they bleeped it. Like they didn't. The characters didn't cuss, but they just bleeped it to make it seem like they did cuss. So basically, DW was at like some store with her grandma, and then she overheard like a conversation with like a teenager and his mom, and like I think the mom was like, "You're grounded," and then it's just like, "Boo!" And then the mom's like, and then she drops like her like glass thing that she's holding, and then like I think there's a part in the episode where like DW goes up to Arthur and she's like, Arthur, what does beep mean? And Arthur's like, what?
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna look this up right now.
Arthur, I have to ask you something. What does mean?
That's not even the funniest part. Basically, DW asks the Tibbles, she's like, what does that mean? They're like, we heard that on like late night TV or something like that. Like we have cable and we heard that word. It was like, basically they tell her DW, it's like, if you say that, adults will do whatever you want. And then like, I think, and then like DW is like, I'm going to test this. So like, she tells like their neighbors, she tells like her friend, which is like her neighbor, and she's like, say this to like your parents, and then like they'll do whatever you want. And it's just like, okay, it's like DW is like in Arthur's room, and she has binaculars, and she's like watching from her window like what her friend is gonna do, and then she's like, and so like, so like she's watching it, and she's like, when is she gonna say it? And like it's getting intense, right? And then like all while that's happening, DW, their mom, she's like, DW, come downstairs for dinner. She's like, hold on. And then she sees her friend's mouth, and the mom calls her a couple times, and she's like, hold on. And then like she's like, in a second. And then like she sees her neighbor's mouth move, and then like she doesn't hear anything, but then she sees like everybody, like her parents are like, she sees them react, and then the mom's like, DW, and then it's just beep.
Now, DW.
Just a minute.
No, not just a minute. Your dinner's getting cold.
Oh, wait.
DW?
Grrr.
DW?
I think she just said it.
DW, are you listening to me?
the purpose of that?
I don't know. I don't know what
Oh
the
my-
lesson there was. That's like the best Arthur episode.
That show is like weird.
And I say, it's a simple message, and it comes from the heart. Oh, believe in yourself, for that's the place to start. And I say, believe in yourself. And I say,